Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see how to use remote cluster mounts and how to create lightweight persistent volume on a remotely mounted file system. So I have my Kubernetes cluster already set up and deployed, a CSI driver deployed on it. I have a 4-node Kubernetes cluster, sroute 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them is master, and on the rest of the 4 worker nodes, I have IBM Spectrum Scale installed. And these are the IBM CSI driver pods that are running. The attacher, provisioner, operator that is managing the CSI driver, and daemon set pods that are already running. On the right hand side, I have a node that has Spectrum Scale cluster, and I have already remotely mounted a file system. So let's see my remote cluster setup. So the remote cluster is implied 1, and the file system that is remotely mounted is implied FS. So let's see more details of the file system. So the local name of the remotely mounted file system is my implied FS, whereas the name of the file system on the remote cluster is implied FS. And on the local cluster, it is mounted and under this mount point IBM, my implied FS. So this my implied FS is mounted on all 5 nodes of the Spectrum Scale cluster. Now on the Kubernetes cluster, let me first show you what is the current setup with which the driver is running. So this is the CSI scale operator instance. And this is how it has been configured. So this is the cluster configuration that is used. In this cluster configuration, I have given details of only one cluster, which is the current local cluster. It has a primary file system of FS1, primary file set CSI FZ, and a GUI node. And the scale host path is the mount path of the primary system. Other than this, I have not given any information about any remote cluster or any other remotely mounted file system. With this, I will still be able to create lightweight persistent volumes or lightweight PVCs on the my implied FS, which is the remotely mounted file system. Now let's see how to do that. Let me first show you the storage class. So this is my storage class for remotely mounted file system. The name I am using is SCLW, and volume backend FS to be specified is the my implied FS, which is the name of the file system on this local cluster. And in dir base path, you specify the directory which should be present inside my implied FS, under which all the volumes will be created. Let's first make sure that this directory is present. If not, we'll have to create it. Okay, so the directory exists, which means we are good to create the storage class. So the storage class is created. Now let's create PVC. Name of my PVC is LWPVC, and the storage class name to be used is SCLW. Don't forget to give the namespace. Alright, so the PVC is created. Let's see what state it is in. So LWPVC is created and it is already bound, which means the directory must have been created inside this. There you are. So the directory is created inside a remotely mounted file system, and you're now ready to use this volume inside your application pods.